Hey, Max here, and I have a hot topic to talk about with you today. And this is where I give the warning. And this makes it so we could talk about a lot of things because we're going to talk about rumors, speculation, and strong opinions on my part. And this one is all about Kathleen Kennedy and the future of her role at Lucasfilm. And this is rumors about her. Keep that in mind. I also want to give a side note to all of you who downvoted my last news, rumor, and speculation video. That is if you exist. There may be bots downvoting my video. If you thumbs down, also leave a comment so I know you're a real person. But anyway, do not be a fanboy or girl. Don't let your expectations of how a news, rumor, or speculation YouTube video ruin your enjoyment of this bold new direction for the new YouTube, new rumor, and speculation genre here on YouTube. Embrace my video as a new take and exciting new way to enjoy Star Wars. YouTube videos. So now to get that out of the way, let's go on to our topic. Now I want to be able to talk about everything on Hot Topic. I want to be sensitive to different viewpoints. And this is a sensitive topic because, and I want to give an additional preface to this video, additional information. Because of the sensitivity and the mess that is Star Wars, in order to discuss this next topic, I think it's necessary to say that I am neither an SJW or anti-SJW. Also, I applaud diversity in all facets of this world and personally was rooting for Kathleen Kennedy. Also to include new, exciting, diverse characters with all ranges of nationalities, personality types, and genders. So I was rooting for her, and I gave her the benefit of the doubt personally. When I stopped rooting for her is the moment I saw The Last Jedi. And then I think I get a clearer picture of the mess that is Lucasfilm right now. And a great year for all the strides that women have taken in the entertainment industry. And I also want to say, if you're against Kathleen for certain other reasons, that's your right, that's your opinion. But I want no one to be disrespectful of women just because they're women in the comments. Please keep that to yourselves. It's not fair, and I don't want it here in the comments section. I want to discuss this in a fair way to say whether you think she did her job good or not, and not because she was a woman. But I also want to say it was a great year for women in the entertainment industry. Patty Jenkins with the blockbuster Wonder Woman, which succeeded critically and publicly. And there was a lot of positive views for women in that movie, and I applaud that movie. Great. And also for women speaking out. I also don't want to get onto that in this episode, but there was a lot of strides for women in the entertainment industry, and this, to me, is the biggest disappointment. I really believe, based on how she performed her job, that she squandered a great opportunity, and I don't think there's a lot of divided opinions on Star Wars right now, especially with The Last Jedi. But I think if we talk about Kathleen Kennedy in general, there might be a little bit more of feeling that an opinion that she did not do her job well. So that's what I want to talk about this video. And the reason you're seeing this, the rumor that she's fired, I really think it's true. Now, at this point, it's a rumor. And if she is, you're going to see it gradually get out of the position, maybe take on a different role at Lucasfilm. But as the head, I don't think she will be the head any longer. And the reason is, a lot of news articles are coming out about Solo being a bomb. And this is way ahead of even a trailer being released. So it has to be more than likely is a leak behind the scenes because of all the divisions at Lucasfilm. There's got to be differences of opinion there, especially now. I also want to talk about in this hot topic about if she is going to be gradually phased out, who would take her place? Now, JJ stepping up, this is obviously a rumor, but it's the most likely option. I think it would be difficult because of his relationship with Paramount. He has a strong relation with Paramount, but keep in mind, Disney is paying a hefty chunk for him to just finish episode 9. And I think they really wanted to get him back because of all the divisive opinions about this latest entry. So, but I want to discuss other possibilities in this episode too. I have a lot of notes here. Sorry. Go on to another image here I prepared. Okay, let's take a close look at this image. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay? What do you really see here? Now that we have some perspective, we know what's happened. We see the mess of a plan that is the Star Wars movie schedule right now. I don't feel, in my opinion, that George Lucas got bank. Okay, this was a big deal for him, but I know, and I think you fans know there, it's very important to him. He didn't take this decision lightly. He wanted it to continue, and he thought he was making a great deal. Now, I would be very much speculating on her intentions here, but she is the one that's happy in this photo, okay? She has big opportunities here, and the saying, again, in the Star Wars The Last Jedi, this is not going to go how you think it is, all right? And that perfectly encapsulates what's happening to George right now. I really feel that he thought, this is someone I've worked with, I have a business relationship. I don't think it would have gone down without Kathleen Kennedy. And I think, in my opinion, she exploited the opportunity and she shut him down once it was done. I'm not expecting Disney to buy Star Wars and then George to be making movies for Star Wars, but they don't even take any consultant ideas from him, and I think that's a shame. I mean, you're begging Harrison Ford to come back for a movie and this also includes major spoilers for the recent Star Wars movies, including The Last Jedi, okay? But you're begging Harrison Ford to come back, and then you totally dismiss George. It's upsetting to me. Looking at George in this picture is upsetting to me. Even back then, I was like, oh, he doesn't look happy, because he felt an obligation for it to continue. Keep in mind, there's also lots of jobs at stake. If he doesn't continue, he needs to keep it going, and this would have been a great opportunity for it to go, but it comes down to money, just milking Star Wars dry. They weren't ready. As soon as they made that deal, they rushed into production. It needed more breathing room, honestly, for the second in the saga. Maybe they could have done more standalones or something. I really think she's done, because inability to complete anything that's with high quality, that's already in production, and she's not a starter. There's nothing beyond Han Solo in Episode 9. I mean, not that we know of. What else is there? And to Disney, to recoup its costs, they want to be churning out these Star Wars movies. The other reason I think she is done is because you don't want any negative press when the streaming service launches. The streaming and Episode 9 is going to launch the same time period, along with what's happening at the theme park. You just can't risk it with her. If there's negativity on Kathleen Kennedy and her decision making, And I think she should take responsibility for what's happened so far. Her firing of Lord Miller was her decision. Colin Trevorrow, now stuff is coming out that he had very strong ideas about where to take episode 9. And the reason he was fired was the disagreement of where to take the franchise. So, there was a fork in the road. She went her way. It's not working. I think she's gone. Here's some more pictures about her long history with Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, her husband there. Nothing wrong with that. She had great opportunity. I don't think she delivered. I really want to know what you guys think below. And it's arrogance not to also have any input from... Why not embrace ideas from the creator of Star Wars and one of the gems of Star Wars, Mark Hamill? He is... there's so much behind the scenes of other properties, of actors deciding if they're going to continue on the role, how much money they get. You're never going to hear that from Mark. He loves the character. He loves the fans. He just loves it. And to not take his opinions, it's arrogance. You thought you knew best. It didn't work. You should be accountable. Here's some more ideas about... Now, Patty Jenkins, I would love it, because I would love another strong, intelligent woman to take the lead of Lucasfilm. I knew it's just a dream, though. I don't think it'll happen because of her relationship with Warner Brothers. She's got others. She's going to be busy. I don't think she'd have enough time. JJ, the way they're going back to him after everything that's happened, they're begging him for episode 9 by paying that fee to Paramount. He has a good relationship with the old community, the old Star Wars fans and the new. He has good relationships with everyone in the entertainment industry. He would be the most likely smart choice. Dave Filoni, I would personally pick him. I'm going to put a poll up to see if Kathleen Kennedy is actually done in the Star Wars universe. Who would you like to see take over? Who do you think would have the most opportunity for success? Realistically, even if this does come true, it's very unlikely that we will hear it publicly until after the next D23 and when they're ramping up for episode 9. They don't want any more negativity than there already is surrounding Solo, and it's not a surprise that there hasn't been a trailer yet. I still want a good Han Solo movie. I still hope somehow, some way, that we're surprised and it's actually a good film. I really like Ron Howard. I like all the cast. So maybe we're completely wrong, but the major consensus in the press right now is Solo is gonna bomb. So keep that in mind. This is where I want to give my my view on YouTube following. I want you to join in the discussion below. If you want to talk to me, comment, I'll try to respond. I don't need you to follow me anywhere. No Patreon, and actually, at the end of this video, I am going to have a section for a bonus part of the episode, a non-Patreon section. You don't have to do anything to be part of this section. I'm going to give a little additional comments. I also said that I would include some shout-outs. So, here's some cool shout-outs. And it also helped in this making the episode, so I really appreciate it. The first one is from John Solo. I think they should give Dave Filoni a chance on the films. Yes, definitely. The only The only reason I would say not to is if they really include him in the Star Wars live action that is going to be part of the Disney streaming service. So if they get him for the streaming live action Star Wars stories, I can understand. But if not, he definitely deserves a chance for a standalone film or a saga film, or even to take over Kathleen Kennedy, because the majority of fans and popular opinion are very happy with Dave Filoni. I think he deserves any chance that Lucasfilm will give him. And then Joseph Smith also said they should have Dave Filoni write the new films. It wouldn't hurt. No way. He's really great. I'm very happy with Rebels. I think a lot of you viewers out there, the consensus is Rebels is a great show. Do a little more shout outs. Daniel Lopez says, okay, we'll move on to the end of the episode. This is the bonus section, and this is for all you viewers out there that do not contribute to my Patreon. Okay, if you're still watching this video, I'm going to be real with you guys a little bit, and this is the bonus section. Okay, if you haven't caught on by now, I'm a little bit trolling. Okay? Now, I'm making these videos for lots of reasons, but as a fan for Star Wars and the storylines dropped, everything that's happened with The Last Jedi, what they did to Luke, Leia, and Rey's characters, and the whole movie and series, I feel trolled. I'm fighting fire with fire, and there's, again, many reasons I'm making these. Part of it is to get my thoughts out, to just talk to you guys, because I know we have some great Star Wars fans here. But it's a little bit trolling of those who really had a unrealistic view of The Last Jedi and are completely 100% for it. There are good things about this movie. But if the last video I made, if you were a fan of The Last Jedi and you clicked on my video of Rian Johnson trilogy canceled, which I think it would be if it existed, I really think it was a non-start and just a marketing ploy. I don't think it's going to happen. I know they are going to make another trilogy outside the main Skywalker saga, but I don't think it's going to be him, and I don't think much work was done on it. It was an announcement for an announcement. It hurt them nothing to make that announcement, because basically around that time we were looking for a Han Solo trailer. What better way to spin things and get people in the seat than to announce something that's so preliminary and to put a positive spin on your most recent release? So I think it was a non-start. I don't think it ever existed. But if you think about fans that were set up to really look forward to the movie or had a really strong opinion that the Last Jedi is the best of the series, I think you feel the setup of the thumbnail and the video crushed expectations of what you thought it would be about, and possibly would make you upset. Even though I did give you, or viewers, more warnings than Disney gave us for The Last Jedi. They did say it's not what you're going to expect, but there was so much setup for this film, and it was so dismissive of all plot lines. It's like lots of people were saying, it's like he didn't even watch the film. It's not that serious where he didn't watch the film. It's just Disney, honestly, Disney is about the money. They want to recoup that almost $60 billion they paid for Star Wars, and they're putting stuff out before it's ready. They were basically making 2 movies at a time. 7 and 8 were made so close together and written so close together. What they should have done is let 7 breathe a little bit, and even though Rian Johnson had his script ready, they should have done some rewrites and done better inclusions of story and plot points from The Force Awakens. But, and this is again on Kathleen, what did they do? They went right into production so they have something to release. It should have had another your breathing room, honestly. Tell me if you agree there. But I think I gave more warnings than Disney. I gave a setup screen. I do this on all my videos. This is rumor talk. This is so we can have fun. This is so we can talk about real issues. If you clicked on this video, you know it's coming. It's a lot. Everyone's thinking about it. It's just, when is it going to happen? If it does happen behind the scenes with Kathleen Kennedy being fired, as the general public, are not going to get an official release, or it's going to be smoothed over and have a lot of Disney marketing magic spin on it. So I don't think she's going to have a major position at Lucasfilm past Han Solo. I think they're going to do a big push for Episode 9 and a new direction for the theme park, the streaming service, and to have her attached would be an eyesore on Lucasfilm. Tell me if you agree. Do you think they're going to launch all these services and keep her attached? It's too risky. But if you were upset with the last episode, the last video, welcome to our pain and disappointment. And I'm going to call you Disney fanboys. For the new generation, the people that are blindingly following and accepting all these new directions from Lucasfilm and Disney. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really believe that this was all done for money, to just get the movie out there, and it's spin to call a bold new direction. If you really think about what's really happened behind the scenes, do you still agree that it's a bold direction? Well, those are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really want to hear what you think. Again, don't follow me anywhere. Just talk in the comments. I'll try to reply as much as I can. I hope you all have a great day, and here's hoping for better days for Star Wars fans.